Alright, let's see if this will let us invite through Epic this time. Or is it still broken? I don't even know if it's inviting or not. Hey, Yassine. Like, is that inviting? I don't even know. Maybe it's still busted. Wouldn't surprise me. Oh, apparently the PS4 version works. Of course it fucking does. Literally, that's what people say to fix it. Apparently it's a PS5 thing. Yeah. And apparently they say, if you want to fix it, yeah, this is how you fix it. You download the PS4 version. That's literally what they say to fix it. How about no? How about no? Hey, Dean. How about you just fix it then? Yeah, it's Friday. They better fix it tomorrow. They better fix it for the weekend. Otherwise, I'm pissed. No, I don't. Go away. Thank you. Oh. I'll put all of them on, I guess. It'll be cool when they fix, when they... Ooh. Yeah, it'll be cool if they let you, when they let you do the custom shows and have, like, custom levels, too. That'll be cool. I like how they're so stingy, they only give you 20 points. They give you 35 for duos, I guess, but they're so stingy. They need to fix the they need to fix the busted up thing though, because you know how are they going to release a game yet and not have it work, not have the invite system work? It's like I've got to use like the Epic Games launcher. It's like this doesn't even work properly. You know what's funny? You know what's really funny? This isn't even right. The in-game like friends thing. Look, that's not even right because if I look at it on my Epic one, it's different. It's like different people online. What is going on? Also, I got some free games on Epic. I forgot about that. Take those. I hate Epic. Why are they giving away the board game for Game of Thrones on Epic? Like, what the hell? I'm not even sure. I'm gonna take it anyway. I've taken those games. Those are mine now. What else is there? No, I'm not even impressed by... No, I'm not even impressed by that. Alright, whatever. What do you think? Do you think we'll get some good games today? You think? I mean, to be fair, I don't really care. I just want whatever I want. I want to unlock more stuff, so I don't care what I get. Oh, bollocks. What is this? Party promenade? Promenade? That's promenade. Because it wants one. Watch this, yeah. This will be an easy win here. I'm telling you, we're gonna get the win first try. This is it. We got 1 hour to play. This will be easy peasy. Look, we've got 2 random people. One's an orange guy and one's a blue guy. So it's already looking good. Oh bollocks. I'm getting slapped by people. It's fine though. It's alright, we can work with this. Look at this. It's easy, see? It's working. Don't hit me with the paintball, please. Oh, that cannon's coming in for me. Oh no, no, it's fine. Out the way. Don't fall over, you were fine. Just keep moving. Get up there, you. Get up there. No! No! Well, whatever. Oh, well, you know what? Everything was fine until that. Oh, come on, push! Oh my goodness. Well, I think this is already a loss. Everything that could go wrong is going wrong right now. Oh my days, I didn't know where I'm going. You know what, fine. Oh, look at the first place, 208. Nah, there's no way. Are you finished, Rebecca? No. Bloody hell! If it goes well, this is amazing. If it goes poorly, it's terrible. What was? Nah, this is so bad right now. Nah, I regret everything. Should play Payday 2. Should play Payday 2. Oh my, 30, bro. Oh my god, we haven't even got like anywhere near like. We're in 12th, bro. Look at the first guy, man. 208. Bloody hell. Well, we already knew that was an L. I feel like the first match... You know what? I feel like the first match needs to be... Like... I feel like no one should lose in the first match. Nothing. You're gonna get like 5 points. What am I gonna get for that? Like 5 points, yeah? Well, I mean, I did get that. That's alright. I got common. Because technically I played something, so I got something. Excellent. It was worth it for that alone. Oh yeah, because there's new dailies, isn't there? Ooh. I want to get that stadium stars. We might have to force it to not give us squads because I need stadium stars and solos, and we're not getting stadium stars or solos, which is very disappointing to say the least. I don't think we've ever had stadium stars, have we? I don't even know what that is. Oh, we got stadium stars. Come on. Like, no one's... I have no idea. I mean, I guess we're gonna find out, aren't we? Oh, Speed Circuit. Speed Circuit's a bit of a mad one, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not in love with Speed Circuit. Where the hell am I at? Oh, thanks. Great, love that view. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on, keep going, keep going, keep going. Come on, keep going, come on. No, get out of the way, you scumbags. Oh no, what the? I wasn't expecting it to knock me over. Oh bollocks, that's not what we want. Oh my god. Bro, who are these people? They're like some next level people. Like, look at them, they're so good. Oh, come on, stop. Stop! Bro, oh, everything's gone to shit. I was in such a good position, and then everything just went down. Because of those stupid donut-looking things. God, now what is with this team? Like, everyone on this squad is, like, actually great. Like, what the hell? Oh, that was good, that was good. No, 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 no. Oh, fine, whatever. You know what? Let's go back. Alright, I got through anyway. I'll take it. No. Alright, Rebecca got through too. Thank you, Dean. Fuck me, man. The force is not with me today. Alright, can we win this? Probably not, but hey. The swiveler. Oh, run away from the fan. Oh, you know what? I think you were quite good at this one, weren't you, Rebecca? Didn't you win this one? Yeah, I don't know. Like, I was terrible at this one. I got killed so quick. Don't spawn me at the back. Oh, it spawned me at the back, didn't it? I can see. Look, I can see myself there. It put me at the back. Ah, yeah. Well, I went too slow and I got killed. So yeah. Bollocks. I always underestimate. I always miscalculate that one too. Oh no, 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 no. I hate that one. I hate that one with a passion, bro. That one sucks. I can't lie. I hate that one. I hate that one. Well, at least we got that. At least we got something done on it. I was hoping to get 2 done though, because then it would. Come on, hurry up, damn it! Ain't got time to waste. Well, at least we did play. We played one. That's good. Well, we still got to qualify from 2 rounds, so we need to do another one. Ah, annoying. How very frustrating. The things you do for rewards. You looking forward to playing GTA tomorrow, Rebecca? Why not? They still haven't fixed. Yeah. It's terrible that they've not fixed anything yet with that. It's so bad. Honestly, what's wrong with Rockstar, bro? Seesaw, is this solos then, I'm assuming? I'm not sure, to be fair. I wasn't really paying attention. Alright. Oh, I hate this one though. This one's like the worst for me, just because I hate seesaws. You know what? I prefer the 360 seesaws over these ones. The 360 seesaws are actually quite fun. Oh no. Oh my days, bro. This is already looking not great. Oh, bloody hell. How the hell did I not fall? Oh yeah, tomorrow, Yesenia, you're on your last one tomorrow, isn't it? Stats. Your last exam. How are you feeling about all that then? Oh, this is some bullshit. Bro. Like, look, this is what happens. And look, the other side is completely trapped. They have no choice. Like, the other side had no choice or no say in the matter. This is why seesaws can suck it, man. Oh, no, this is why seesaws suck. This is why seesaws suck. This is why seesaws suck so much, bro. If you're not like first, you're done. If you're like at the end, at the back, there's no recovery. There's no recovery, bro. Look at this. There's no recovery from any of this, bro. Look, there's no recovery, bro. There's no recovery. Come on. Oh my god, this is horrific. Bro, this is horrific. Look, it's because all these stupid... Oh my god, look at it. They just keep... Like, what are you supposed to do? Ah. No, because you'll slide off. Look. Rebecca, I can't get on it. I'm not high enough to get on it. That's the problem. Ah, see, look. That's what happens. And now I'm all the way back here. I shouldn't have done it. That's what I'm saying. I hate Seesaw. Look at this. It's some stupid map. Honestly, who the fuck thought this up? Bro, what an awful map. Honestly. Fuck this level, bro. I heard seeing everyone finish Bear Man, I guess, on Twitter and Snap and all that, and you still have to go in tomorrow. Well, I mean, I guess at least after tomorrow you're done. And that's it. I'm sure... I swear I heard there's some other exams that are, like, next week still. And I'm like, geez, imagine us having to go in for another week. I feel for those people. Could you imagine? Honestly, well, exams weren't like that when we were at school, Rebecca. It's because they have to do all the exams, including all the ones they would used to do as modular exams. So if you want to, like, you have to do every exam all in like the same time period. It's like 6 weeks of shit, pretty much. Just 6 weeks of exams. It's so stupid. Like, no wonder kids these days are so stressed out. The government's always like, why are kids these days stressed out? Why are, like, you know, fucking suicide rates and shit high? But what do you fucking expect when you're making people do 6 weeks of exams, and then they basically tell them these exams are your entire life, and if you fuck them up, you basically are screwed for the rest of your life? Like, what do they expect? It's dumb, bro. You're gonna miss school though. Yeah, it's gonna be mad. It's gonna be different next year for you. Like, you've been doing that school life, you know, since you started at secondary, and now you're going to be doing something different. It's going to be weird. Oh, what is this? Bro, I'm not liking the look of this. Oh, wow. Ow! Oh my god, man. Bro, what is this level? Bro, what is this level? How did I make that without messing up? Oh yeah, sure. Sure. Yeah, sure, okay. I don't even know how I got that. You're trying to get into a sixth form with a different secondary though, and you head more to secondary than normal college. Yeah, sixth forms are more like normal school. Like, you still have a lot of independence, and it's a lot more like, you know, like how college is, with being a lot more chill, but like how you do things. But it's definitely a lot more like school than traditional colleges. You still have, like, I don't know, it just feels more school-like, but it's like a nice mix, I think. Oh, you're out, Rebecca. Good attempt. I don't know how, but I got first somehow. I wasn't even like, whatever. We got first. Let's move. You like uniforms now, so you haven't got to worry about what you wear. I suppose, yeah, that can be a good thing about it. Depending on what sixth form you go to. Some sixth forms have uniforms, some don't, which I do like. I like mine because you didn't have to have a uniform. I remember they try to get people to wear uniforms. I remember they asked everyone, like, what, they basically got us into the hall, and they're like, we're thinking about doing a school uniform next year. Would you want a full uniform, or, you know, like, what would, you know, because they go into their opinions, smart casual and stuff like that. And I remember basically nothing ended up happening from it because everyone was like, no. So pretty much, as long as you didn't wear anything like mad, if you were a girl, as long as you didn't wear anything like really revealing, as a guy, as long as you didn't wear anything with like things on the, like, t-shirts you're not really supposed to have things on, like, as long as you weren't dressed like too inappropriately, you'd be fine, pretty much. But I remember they tried asking us if we were like, they were like trying to get us to do smart casual as the compromise. Like, oh, well, we're also offering smart casual. And no one fell for that. Like, everyone's like, no. I remember that. It was so funny when they tried that. And to this day, they still haven't adopted uniforms, so yeah. I think a dress code can be fair though. I think that if they try to do something like that's Yeah, just as long as they don't let people rock up in fucking tank tops and stuff. And like all sorts of crazy t-shirts with all sorts of things on them. And women and all the girls with their like fucking... Because like sometimes girls would try to wear, especially in summer, they would try to rock up in kind of, you know, the really thin tops, and you know, you could really like a lot of cleavage and all that. And I'm like, you know, I don't really care, but I remember that some of the times they'd be like, they had to remind the girls, could you please wear something that's a little bit more, you know, reserved. Because it was not good in the summer when they would wear the very little strappy tops, and yeah, you could see a lot. Good times. I miss those days. But to be fair, most people would stick to the uniform, well, dress code. They never even bothered trying to get ties in my school because my my school would never accept ties. So they gave up with that idea. You can finally do things you enjoy. Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the damn truth? Oh, fuck off. This is Snowball Survival again? Oh, please, I beg. Not computer science or maths. That's how I felt when I finished Sixth Form, to be fair, because I did those in Sixth Form and I regret everything. So that's how I felt when I finished Sixth Form. I was like, yes, I haven't got to do that anymore. Heaven. Oh. Yeah, hopefully you can get the ones you had your mind, you had your sights set on. Hopefully that will be what you get. Bro, these snowballs do not react. They do not follow the laws of physics. That's not how that works. That's not how that works, okay? They do not follow laws of physics. Oh my god. They keep hitting each other right in the center, which is terrifying, but amazing at the same time. Oh no! What? I wasn't even close to that, bro. Come on. You probably can get it changed, to be fair. As long as they're not, like, full up already, you should be fine. But I can't imagine that they would have history for up. I like how they automatically assume I want to watch these people to the end, but, like, no, I couldn't care less about these people. They're all dead to me. Yeah, they're dead to me. Alright, that's fine. Got that one done. Nice. Ooh. Yay! Nice. We'll take that. We take those. Praying. Hopefully you've done well. And then you can pick it if you want to. Long way to go until the results day. I guess that's always the issue, isn't it? Now you got to wait till the results day. That's long. Cause that's in August, isn't it? Yeah. God, it's so late. I forgot how late results are in for GCSEs. I know that A levels are a little bit earlier. I forgot how late. Like, you know, it's really like close to when the next term starts. So you really have very little time. I guess it makes sense for A-levels because they have to... they need to make sure everyone can get into their universities and stuff, so it makes sense. That's always a fun time, by the way, if you don't get into the university you want. Yeah, I forced it to be that. If you're going to university and you don't get the one you want and you got to go through clearing, now that's fun. The amount of stress I saw from people back then, bro, people were like panicking. on phone and that with like clearing, trying to get something set up. God, terrifying. I've seen an amazing mega ramp, by the way, but we can't do it because no bookmarks. Yeah, imagine. Yeah, I guess that's the case. You could, you know, getting in there early can't hurt, you know. Like, worst case scenario, if you get in, early, you know, at least you're there, you know, at least you're there before everything starts kicking off, so if there's any spare spots, you can get it very quick. Bro, look at this! I'm moving! Oh, get off me, you scumbag. Bro, what in the world? I actually, look at this! Oh, yo! No! We're not going to talk about that. It's fine, I didn't get first anyway. We're not going to talk about that ever again. We're never going to talk about that. That actually physically hurt, I can't lie. If that was squads, I would have been upset. Because that would have been a lot of points lost. You've been offered a spot in the college you probably want to go to, so if you get the right grades, you can get a guaranteed spot. Yeah, that's the thing. It's you don't know if you're gonna get. That's the thing. Like, if you don't get the grades you were expecting or hoping for, that can really screw you over. And it doesn't necessarily mean it's all over, but it's like it adds a lot of stress to it. You know what I mean? Like, if you're not. That's the thing that's nice, is if you're like getting 9s, or back when I was at school, A stars, and you only needed a minimum of a C to go somewhere, you had like leeway if anything went wrong. But like if you need to get like a C to go somewhere and you're getting just about a C or a B, you have a lot more stress because you need to make sure you get that. I suppose that's always that's the stressful part, is if you just slightly off. Hopefully you don't have to worry. Hopefully you get everything you need and you have choice over what you want to do. Bro. Bro. Get out of the way, you stupid koala bear. Oh, what a dumb koala bear, man. Oh, the dumb koala bear keeps... You know what? Screw the koala bear. No one likes koala bears anyway, they're dumb. No, they're dumb. Sorry, but they're dumb. Nah, it's all going to shit. It's all going to shit now. We lost it. We've lost it. All because of that stupid koala bear, which I see is right ahead of me. If I get you, if I swear to God, if I see you, bro. Come on. Oh my days. Everything that could go wrong is going wrong right now. Oh my God. Everything that's going wrong is... Everything that could go wrong is going wrong. Whatever. Bro, come on. Oh my days. You know what? Screw this game. I'm just happy to get the damn thing done. I hate this game. I'm happy for you. Yeah, this game is very infuriating when something goes wrong. Like, the smallest thing will screw you up, and that's it. You've lost your momentum, and you'll never win. It's so stupid. If you do sick in English and history, both prove you're good at essay-based work, and you flop at maths, you're going to rock up to the college, babe them. I mean, as long as you... I mean, if you... See, a lot of times, if you don't make the minimum, like the law, you know, well, not the law, but the government requirement to, like, get everyone to get, like, an A star to C, or whatever it is now, you can usually, if you do well enough in the other ones, continue, and they'll just make you do... they might make you redo it, or like make you do like an additional course that can kind of bring it up. but I don't know what they'll do with you. I don't know what they do. I remember one of my friends didn't do very well with maths, so he had to do like an additional course that gave him an extra qualification in maths. But I don't know what they'll do now. You know what? I'm kind of glad I didn't have to do this round. This looks terrible. You're just worried you got maybe a 5. I mean, if it's above the minimum, like the government like desired minimum, then I suppose you could probably, if it's like a 5, then you could still probably get in. Just need to like, yeah, if you do well in your other subjects, they might overlook it. I guess that's the key thing about talking to them, you know what I mean? Yeah, you want to get there so you can talk to them. I can't lie, this looks absolutely horrific. Although, thankfully, the other guy's messing up. You know what's funny? There's something like this in Vice City that you gotta do. You gotta keep balls up. It's so infuriatingly hard. I think he might have won, Rebecca. Good attempt, though. I couldn't do it. This thing looks horrible. Yeah, it should have a shadow. It should have like a thicker shadow that like gets deeper. Nice. I got a dragon. I got a bunch of points actually. Nice. Yay! I've done my thing, my Stadium Stars thing. Did you? It's because I did the challenges. Do you have any more to do on your Stadium Stars thing? It's if you press R1. What's the last one? From solo, alright. Oh. I hope you can get it anyway, Yassine. I hope you can get, you know, at least it'll be a stress off your mind for a little bit, you know, until you start having to do A-levels and you got all the stress of that. At least you won't have to worry about that for a while. A-levels can be really hard, yeah. It's one of those things, like A-levels, it depends entirely on you, I suppose. If you, like, you gotta study yourself, like, you can't just, like, sit, I mean, if you're like my friend from school, he didn't have to study at all, and he could just, like, smash it. But A-levels, typically, yeah, you need to do a lot of your own studying. It's ridiculous. I do not miss A-levels. I think A-levels were fun, but I don't miss them. The funny thing about A-levels as well is they don't ask you usually. Like, a lot of times when you go into the jobs, they'll just ask for 3 A-levels. They won't even bother asking, like, oh, you know, can you have, like, you know, like in GCSE they usually say A star to C or whatever. But with A-levels, they usually don't even, like, care. They just say, oh yeah, have 3 A-levels. I think that says a lot about what the difficulty of A-levels is versus, say, GCSEs. Where they're like, oh yeah, they don't care about the grade of the A-level. They just want A-levels. That really says a lot to me about A-levels. No, oh, almost didn't make you. Oh, cheeky. Nice, made it. United attendance was 20%. I remember your attendances back in the day. I remember. Good work, Rebecca. I remember you were worried at one point, like, because they were like talking about how low your attendance was and all that. So it's been good that you've managed to, you know, to get things going for your actual like GCSEs themselves. I guess that's nice about it. If you can get good grades, you can be like, yep, got the good grades. Talking about kicking me out, but I still got the good grades. But then I know what they're like. They'll be like, oh, well, you could have got 9s or whatever. Some bullshit like that. Oh, well, you can get A's, yeah. Now, that's legit what they'll do, though. That even if you get good grades, they'll still be like, ah, you could have got 9s. And then even if you got 9s, they'll be like, oh, well, you could have got even better. Like, how can you get better than 9? They'll be like, oh, you could have got 100%. Like, well, not like anyone gives a damn if you got 100%. Like, it doesn't get put on anything if you get 100%. Like, no college or universities, but, oh, you got 100%. If you got, like, 98 versus 100, they're not going to give a shit. Nice, that was alright. When the music starts getting like this, I'm always a bit worried. I was doing so well until that ball hit me. Nice. You learned the whole map spec on YouTube. I love that you can learn stuff like that on YouTube now. I really do. I think that's so cool that you can learn so much stuff just by watching YouTube videos. And I genuinely believe like YouTube videos could be more helpful in some cases. Oh, back then though, YouTube was not as good as like in terms of like resources. No, it wasn't as good back then. Back in those days, even then, like you could find some stuff on YouTube for like my A levels and stuff, but it wasn't anywhere near as good. And good luck in 2009 getting good GCSE stuff. 2011, sorry, getting good GCSE resources on YouTube. Huh. I remember when I did my A levels, they didn't even. You know what the funny thing is? When I did my A levels, they hadn't even written a book yet on the subject I was doing, Decision 2. They hadn't even written a bloody book on it yet. We had to literally use print-offs because they hadn't even written a book. So imagine trying to find that on YouTube back then in 2013. They hadn't even written a bloody book on it yet. No! Oh, I was on the side, bro. I wasn't even near it. I wasn't even near the front. No, what the bro, it aimed at me right in the corner. Ah, like, what the? Of all the places you could have aimed, you aimed at the corner. Sure, you scumbag. Screw you, game. Now, this game's actually so rigged. I don't care what anyone says. This game is legit rigged. Oh, son of a bitch. Oh. I ain't getting past this, am I? Bro, they're trying to push me in, I swear. Nice. I was gonna flex on them, but I decided not to. You learn more revising a week for maths on YouTube, going through everything in your classes here, maths teacher. You know, it's actually kind of true. Like GCSE, it's not actually a huge amount in GCSE. It's just because you do it for 3 hours a week, spread out over a year. And if you're an adult and you need to do GCSEs, you can usually learn everything within like a month max and get it done, and that's with like just a reasonable amount. Like if you wanted to, you could do GCSE. You could probably learn and finish GCSEs in about 2 weeks. In a lot of the subjects, like the amount of like in university, you'll do more than GCSE stuff in like a month, easy. Like it really is quite light. It's just that because it feels like a lot because they spread it out over so long. They spread it out over the whole year. And they only do 3 hours a week usually on each subject. So it feels like it's a ton. But when you compress it down, it's less than maybe a couple weeks max of actual study time, which you do a lot more of in university anyway. Yeah, they tell you that. They tell you... I guess it is hard to catch up. To be fair, it is hard to catch up when you do, if you're only doing 3 hours a week. I can understand. It can be, oh my god. It can be very difficult to catch up if you're only doing 3 hours a week. Oh. I'm not even touching it. Like, it's, you just touch the edge and it, like, knocks you back. But if you're willing to put in, like, time, you can usually learn it quite quickly. It's just that asking most kids and younger people to do, you know, like, say, I don't know, 30, 40 hours of, like, studying of one subject in, like, in a week. Because that, if you think about it, if you did, say, 40 hours in a week, that's a full-time job. So asking someone who's, like, 16 to do a full-time job's worth amount of, like, studying one subject, that's hard. But, like, to an adult who's trying to get, like, some qualifications, they'll do that. Oh, have you really? Bro, I got the last one. Thank you. The autopilot effect. Yeah, I mean, if you feel like you can... I mean, it can be good. Like, some people do genuinely do better with, like, a compact... It's like with driving lessons. Some people do better with it being done, like, 2 hours a week over, like, half a year. Whereas some people like to go into those intense ones where you do it in, like, 2 weeks. And they just, like, smash it. Like, it just depends on your learning style and what you prefer. Some people genuinely do better when they just shove a bunch in, and some people genuinely do better when you take your time. The thing is, taking your time is usually better for remembering. But the thing is with GCSEs, they don't really care about you learning something and remembering long term. They just want to shove as much in for you to learn, like, for you to use in that exam. So that's the problem, I feel, a lot of times. Oh my god, this is intense when there's a few people, by the way. Thank you. Bro, this is intense. I mean, you just have to survive. Get off me, you scumbag. I don't think I will. But we can try, right? Oh, bollocks, no. You know what? I swear that desync, because I didn't even see that explode until after, like... Oh, well. All the quotes you memorize. Yeah, you'll memorize all those quotes, but I guarantee within 2 years you only remember maybe 1 or 2 of them max, if that, and it won't be very well. The problem is, I feel like there's a lot of the source material that people have to learn is not very interesting. Like, I tell you now, if you ask kids and younger people to remember quotes of a movie, they'll do it. Quotes from a song, they'll do it. You ask them to remember quotes from Macbeth, they're not gonna care. You know what I mean? It's like the source, all the material. The thing about English is that you're not learning necessarily the history, but you're learning the how to utilize it and how to analyze. And so, why are they giving you material that is so irrelevant to today's life? And I understand Macbeth has some sort of, you know, it has some relevance, whatever, you know, a lot of like Shakespearean stuff has relevance, but like, honestly, I couldn't care less about Shakespeare, and I don't value his work in any like proper way. Like, okay, maybe if there was an English history class, then maybe I'd appreciate it, but why is it in English? Yeah, timeless. Who said it's timeless? Because that's their opinion. That's subjective. I don't view Shakespeare as timeless. I think he's overrated. I think a lot of his stuff was overrated and not that interesting. Like, I hear all these people talk about, like, Romeo and Juliet being, like, this amazing story, and I'm like, go on, like, fucking, go on Twitter, and you'll find a story that's way more, you'll find the same story written over and over again, thousands of times, because that's just people. Like, honestly, yeah, like, Macbeth, like, who cares? Like, bro, I just don't get, and it's not interesting. I couldn't care less about Shakespeare. I really couldn't. The whole thing is just so boring. And the fact that they made us, like, learn all that. I don't know, just... It never sat right with me that they basically forced in a bunch of shit that I just don't think is very important. Yeah, that's the thing, like, I don't know. A lot of that stuff has effect now. Like, it's obviously meant something, it's had an effect on people from later on, but, like, who cares? The thing is, the stuff that we have today will have an effect on people later on. Like, the music, the TV, that stuff will have an effect on people in, say, 100 years, 200 years. Like, I mean, I know people take the piss out of, like, the MCU in that sense, but, like, I'll tell you this now. In 200 years' time, how many film series are going to have been around for 3 or 4 decades? Because that's what the MCU is going to be. It's going to be around for, like, 3 or 4 decades of just, like multiple generations of people coming in and adding to this big collective. And I know that MCU it's comic book stuff. It's terrible. It's no relevance. It's not important. I'll tell you what, in 2 centuries, people will still be talking about how they did 4 decades, 3, 4, maybe even 5 decades of one big series, all in one, you know, all connected in this big universe. Like, genuinely, that'll be something, that'll be like a piece of history. So I don't know why they make, so that's the thing, like, things change. We don't have to continue caring about stuff from 300-400 years ago. So basically, Shakespeare was a suck-up. That's basically the way to sum it up. Shakespeare was a suck-up. Nah, they definitely have painted Shakespeare as being a lot more than he actually is. And there's a lot of these, like some of these, like, poems and stuff they pick as well. Like, they're just not important. And some of the books as well. Things like Of Mice and Men and Lord of the Flies. I'm like, why are these books so important? Like, who decided, oh yeah, these books are relevant, and decide to make them the things that people study? I couldn't care less, honestly. And most kids couldn't care less either. When I was young, when I was a kid, I couldn't give 2 fucks about Of Mice and Men and Lord of the Flies. I never once cared. I just don't see the point, but there you go. They obviously do see it. Alright, that was a bit weird. It seems to be after midnight, it goes to shit. You try to do literature in college. Well, hopefully, I think in A-level literature, you do have a little bit more of a wider field to kind of pick from. So you could probably... That's the thing, like, for example, in university... You know what's really funny? University is usually the most freeing when it comes to stuff like that, because they'll literally let you write thesis, like a thesis, or dissertation or whatever. They'll let you write a dissertation on pretty much anything, as long as you can come up with a reason for it and justify it. And that's the whole point of dissertation, is to justify, is to basically, you know, to defend it, to justify and defend why you're doing it and why it's relevant and why it makes sense and all that. As long as you can do that and prove and make a reason for it and actually have a, you know, genuine thing, you can get a good grade. And that's what I find so funny, is that as you get further and further into education, you find that you have a lot more freedom in how you do things, because you don't follow that very guided like setup where this is what they tell you that this is what it is and this is what, you know, this is why it's important. It's basically for you to figure it out and as to why it's important and to prove it yourself. That's the thing I love about it. I've seen some mad dissertations where people have like basically said stuff that have like completely go against, you know, everything, and yet they'll still get a good grade because they can defend it and they can, you know, prove why. So I like that. That's one thing I noticed with A-level. You have a lot more freedom with stuff, and then in university, God, university, you have so much freedom with what you say and how and why. Oh, fuck. Did that guy grab me and pull me back, or was it just the wind? I'm not sure. Whatever it was, it pissed me off. No, because some idiot had already activated it. Ah, annoying. Yeah, Rebecca, we literally got two, like, 14th. We're not gonna win this. How are we supposed to win with 2 people, bro? What kind of terrible balancing is this? Not Rockstar. I wish it was Rockstar. Well, whatever. Can't wait until university if you can make it. I'm sure you'll be fine. I think everyone feels like that when they're in GCSE. They're like, oh, I don't know if I can make it, you know, and then all that. But then you just find it kind of just happens naturally. I mean, that's if you even decide you want to go in the end. I mean, you might end up going through 2 years of A-level and saying, you know, fuck this. But I think if you want to go, I think you'll be fine. I think you'll get through it and be like, you know what, yeah, I can do this. Although you'll probably still feel like you can't do it until you start, and then you like, I feel like that's how I've always lived. Is, you know, I was like, oh, I can't do GCSE. How am I supposed to do GCSE? And then I did GCSE, and I was like, how am I supposed to do A-level? Then I did A-level, and I was like, how am I supposed to do university level stuff? And I did it. So I guess, yeah. It's always like, you feel like, how can you do something at the beginning, but then you do it eventually, and you'll continue on. I remember one of my friends from America. He loved doing his university stuff, and he started his masters. And I remember him saying, like, he was a bit unsure at first, and he did it. He got like halfway through it. He's like, you know what, I'm done with this. He's like, I'm done with this. But fair play to him though. He gave it a go. He gave it a good go, you know. I guess that's the thing as well, like, yeah, college is where you can kind of be your own person. College is where you learn to what you want to do, not what the school system wants, not what is expected of you or what you think is expected of you, but what you want to do. College is like an eye opener. What you want to do, what you feel is right for you, what you want to do. And I guess university is more of that as well. If you go to university, it's more of like, okay, what do I want to do? But then again, like, they're saying that though, some people, they get like 40, 50 and they still don't know what they want to do. You get 40, 50-year-olds who go back to university or go to university for the first time because they don't know what they wanted to do, and they only just find out when they're 40. It's mad to think that, you could get like 5 decades in and just figure out what you want to do. And they just tell you like early on, you should know what you want to do when you're 18, and you should just know by now. And I'm like, bro, some people don't know until they're you see those like 80, 90-year-olds who go to university, they don't even know what they want to do. Yeah, in secondary school you get very little control over it. You get more control. It was nice getting that first bit of control where you can say, oh, well, I want to do this subject, but you still have to do like everything else they want you to do. I got to pick 3 subjects, which was nice. Can't lie, like picking. I mean, to be fair though, I didn't really know why. That's the thing. When I was in GCSE, I didn't know what I wanted to do, so I just picked the ones I'd already been doing. So I was like, oh, well, I've already done history, and I'm okay at that. Oh, I've already done geography, I'm okay at that. So I was like, I'll just do history or geography. I've never really known what I want to do, and I still don't really know what I want to do. I don't think I ever will, to be honest with you. I think to me, like, I always kind of live where whatever I do is just to make money and to survive. I don't think I'll ever have like any sort of, oh yeah, I absolutely 100% want to do this, I want to do that. Oh my god, this thing is fast, bloody hell. Alright, fine, whatever. Oh, hello. And that's the thing, like, I remember in GCSE I just picked those subjects purely because I was, okay at them, and when I did A-level, again, I picked all the subjects that I felt that I was confident with. Like, I just picked math because I had done it. I got an A-star in maths in GCSE. I picked ICT and computer science because I, was good at stuff like that. And I kind of regret that in a way because, like, I don't really know what I wanted to do. And now I have a better idea. Like, I like history a lot. I would definitely do something with history related. But when I was at A-level, I just picked what I was good at because I honestly did not know what I wanted to do. Anything you could realistically become doesn't interest you much. Yeah, like, that's the thing. Like, a lot of the jobs that I could do are just sit in an office staring at computer screens. I mean, to be fair, that's most office work these days. To be fair, that's a lot of basically, if you don't do retail or delivery or labor, that's pretty much it. That's your life, is just sitting on a computer all day, which, to be fair, can be quite nice. But yeah, it's just, I don't know, it's mad. You wish you could work with animals, Rebecca? Yeah, it'd be nice. Unless if you're a vet, though, you don't get paid for it, do you? Not really well. That's the problem. Yeah, good luck getting money from that. You like writing personally, but that's a very broad thing that branches off into many jobs that you may not enjoy, so you don't know what you would want to become. You could, yeah, like, do you go like the soulless corporate side of writing? Like, you may like writing, and then you go into like a corporate job where you do lots of writing, but like, is it something that you really love? Probably not. Like, I know I had a friend who was into like journalism. He wanted to do journalism, so he did journalism at university, and he got it and everything. But the thing is, he likes sports, so he wanted to do sports journalism. But of course, there's not particularly a lot of jobs open for things like that. So he ended up having to do something completely different in his life. I don't think he's even a journalist yet. Like, he went to university, did all that stuff for sports journalism, and he's not even a journalist. I mean, from what I heard, he worked in retail for a while, and I think he finally got like a kind of a something related to sports in the end, but it wasn't like journalism. Yeah, that's why I think picking something that you like it can be good. At least you have like something that you enjoy from it. But yeah. You know what I think that they should do, and I've said this before when I was younger, I honestly think that, you know how you only have like 4 A levels? Typically most people do 4 A levels, some people do 5, some people do 3, but typically you have 4 A levels. I'm sitting there thinking to myself, that's 4 subjects, that's not really a lot of subjects to help figure out what you like. I think instead you should have the option to do up to 6 ASs. I think that ASs should come back. I mean, I know they're still a thing, but I think that ASs should still be equal. Like 2 ASs should still equal an A level in like universities. I know that they don't really look at it like that, and if you have like loads of ASs, they'll kind of look at you and go, well, you know, you won't work for us. But I think that I honestly think more subjects, and would be a good opportunity for people to learn what they want to see, like, you know, what they want to do, because when you only have 4 subjects you don't really get a lot of opportunity to figure out what you want to do, whereas if you had like 6 you would have a lot more, I don't know, just more kind of an understanding. You could learn more what you want to do and see what you like, because like there's a lot of subjects in A level that you could never do before in GCSE, but you don't know if you're going to like them until you do them. Oh yeah, I think your mum will be proud of you, honestly. I don't think you have to worry about that, honestly. I think whatever you end up doing, you'll be fine. It's just obviously getting to that point. It's just obviously getting to the point where you know you found something you actually, you know, make the money and enjoy to some extent. Oh, bro. Good luck. Because I was thinking about that, like, when I was in A-level, is that you do 4 A-levels, but, like, there were so many subjects I was interested in, but I didn't pick, and I just wish that you could do, like, 6. Not to the same extent as, yeah, like, that's the thing, like, you could do 4 that if you really know what you want, and then you could do 6, or maybe you could do, like, 6 for the first year, and then, like, you still get, like, how it used to be, where you got the ASs, and then you could, like, because back when I was at school, you did 4 ASs, and then you went down to 3 A-levels, and if whichever one you didn't finish to A-level, you still got the AS for, and they don't do that now, but I think it was a cool way of doing things, and I know some people who actually did more ASs, like, they did 5 ASs, and then they did 3 A-levels. They finished off the 3 of them, and I think that was a really good system. And I've heard a few people who used to do just a lot of ASs, like they would do 4 ASs in the first year, and then they would do 4 ASs again in the second year, like a more variety. But those would prevent you from going into university, because you didn't get like half the points for ASs, you get like a little bit less, and that would harm your chance to get into university. But I think it was a better system, because you could you could try more things, and then you could, the ones you liked and the ones you were good at, you could continue on and get the full A level, which I think was a good way of doing it. So I think that was better than what they do now, where you just basically, if you do an A level and you don't want to finish it in the second year, you lose the whole thing. That's so stupid. And yeah, you could do a bunch. I mean, I know that you can still do ASs now, but there's no way for you to continue them onto A2 now, like to full A level. So if you decide to do an AS now, and then later on you realise you like it, you got to restart the whole bloody thing to get the A level. so stupid. I mean, I guess technically you could just like learn the second year's worth of content. Oh, but then again, ASs, I think they have different subject matter now. Stop you doing that. I don't know. I've heard that they've changed that. But yeah, like, basically, it used to be like that, where you would basically have a year's worth, and then you would still get it. And so whichever subject, and I have that for me, with the subject I didn't finish the A level, I have an AS on that, which is nice. So, and I keep saying it, same thing should be with university. You know, with university, you pick your subject and you go for it. I actually kind of prefer the American system where, you know, in America you have 4 years of university and you don't pick a major straight away. I kind of think that what they should do for UK university is that they should have an extra year at the beginning for people who want to get like a taste of everything, where you pick maybe 6 subjects over the year. And they're much smaller. You pick 6 subjects over the year, and you basically just go through those 6 subjects. And at the end of the first year, you then get to pick if you want to do one of them for the remaining 3 years. And it should be free. It should be a free year for everyone, so everyone could get a bit of education from university if they want it. And it would just be a good way for people to test if they like a subject or if they don't like a subject. Because some people may not like a subject, and they go to university for it and they end up hating it. So having like 6 subjects from university level that you could pick and then go through, I think would be really good. And it would just be a nice extra year for people to kind of just chill and kind of get like a grasp of what they want to do for their life, rather than just kind of throwing them straight into the deep end of, oh, this is the subject. Because a lot of people end up quitting university after halfway through the first year. A lot of people quit university through the first year, and that's because they do a subject they just didn't know if they liked it that much, or they try something that they've never done before and they hate it. And some people switch, but if you're like halfway through the year, you can't really switch at that point. You know, you have to like start from scratch the next year. So I think that giving everyone like an opportunity, if they want to, obviously, if people know what they want to do, then let them just go straight into their course. But having like a university, kind of a year at university where you can just try a bunch of different subjects and see if you like them or not, I think that would be a really good way of doing it. Because I know there was a bunch of subjects that I was interested about, but I just never took the risk on them because I wasn't sure if I would like them or not. And I would have loved if I could have gone and done, you know, like a bit of everything. But it really put me off. And then with how expensive university is as well, it's like, if you kind of worry, because if you don't know what you want to do, ugh. Yeah, it's a good transition. A lot of people struggle to transition because the first year, a lot of people just drink. They just drink and party, and they do terribly because of it. And that's why a lot of... It's funny, actually, a lot of the first year university subjects are actually much easier than second year, because they have to... Because obviously, different A-level doesn't always get people ready for stuff. So what they do is they make the first year a little bit easier to kind of transition people in, and then they go, and then the second year can be quite a big steep climb. But a lot of people, they'll party, they'll enjoy it, and then they'll go in the second year and they'll struggle. So I think it would be a good opportunity for people to try stuff out and get used to the life, so they can be ready for when the actual subject starts. And obviously, people who know they want to do that subject 100% and they're passionate can go straight into it. Let them just go straight into it. But I really don't see what the harm would be of giving everyone an extra year if they want to do it, like a kind of a discovery year, like a university discovery year. I really don't see how that would harm anyone. So I think that's what they should do at university. But the thing is, the Tories wouldn't do it, because they don't want people at university, they want people in work. And obviously doing things for free, again, they wouldn't do it for free. Yeah. I mean, university, it depends on university. Yeah, like in university, sometimes you can get extra help. Like, you know, there will be therapists and stuff like that. um, guidance, stuff like that kind of thing, guidance counselors and stuff like that, which you can go to if you need help and you need to like talk to, and they'll help you if you're having issues with like subject matter, or if you're struggling because of whatever reason. You can usually get help to kind of guide you a little bit. But yeah, like if you don't, there is very little help in terms of like the subject matter when it comes to everything. Is you pretty much, you go there, you write notes, and you gotta do it quick as well. I remember that when I remember it depends on the subject, but I remember when I was at school, they had like some university guy come in and basically show us how note taking is. And bro, they gave you no time. It was I think it was English, and I didn't do English, thank the Lord. But they showed us how English at university was, and my god, it was like mad note taking. Oh, I mean, it depends on the university, and obviously that was a long time ago now. Like even 10 years ago, it was completely different with how they do education. A lot of universities now have like really good online systems where you can watch the lectures completely online, you can learn everything completely online. But it's mad. It's actually insane how different university can be. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, and that's the thing. If you don't get something, you're basically you have to like figure out yourself. You know, you can ask that, you can stay after and ask if you can see them afterwards, or sometimes ask some questions here and there. But typically, you know, if you're struggling, you got to figure it out. It's mad. It's a very different life. So some people really struggle with that when they go into that. It's not for everyone. Not everyone does well in that kind of environment. So it's one of those things really where I think that people would do well with an extra year to kind of just transition, and it would, as I said, it would just be good to give everyone, like, if everyone could, like, not everyone, but you know, it would be nice to give people an extra thing just above A level which they could, you know, have to say, hey, look, you know, I've done a year's worth of university, yay. But yeah, A level goes quick. I mean, look at Joe. Joe's already a year into his A-level now, and I think that Quartz has just finished their 2 years. And you think that's mad, like when you think about how they went into it in 2020, and now it's done. Although I'm not sure if they're doing a third year. I'm not sure how their course works, but you know, 2 years anyway. I know Joe's in a year now. It's mad to think Joe's in a year. I remember when Joe was going in there for the first time into A level, and I remember him saying, like, telling us about that. And now he's already a year out. Like he's only 1 year left. I mean, of course, if you do a third year, some people do a third year if you feel like you need to, and that can work out if you need extra, if you want to redo something, but I don't know how it is now, though, because I remember when you did a third year when I was at... See, the thing is, when I was at school, you could do a third year. You could retake AS if you really wanted to. It was very rare that people retook AS, but you could retake AS. So that's the thing about when I was at school. You genuinely had an idea how well you would do in your final A levels because you would already have half your grade at the end of AS. Because AS was typically half your grade, so, and it was a full separate qualification, but it was half your A level. So if you got like a D at AS, you know you had to redo AS, and you could redo AS. But if you got like an A at AS or an A star at AS, you could then continue on to A2, and you would know, well, you've at least got a D. Because if you got an A star at AS, you knew you got at least a D at for A level, at least a D. So you could, it took away so much stress, because that way, even if you only got like a C, and I say only got a C because a C at A level is still really good compared to any GCSE pretty much. If you got a C at A level at A2 and you got an A star in AS, you get like I think that would be about a B to maybe an A, depending on the brackets for that year. So you could be pretty comfortable if you got an AS, A star at AS. You could feel very comfortable with for your A2. It took away a lot of stress, and it meant you knew, okay, well, should I redo AS? Should I redo A2? So if you got A star at AS and then you got like a CA2, you could we could take the retake the A2 and get the the A level up a little bit. I don't know how it works now with doing a third year, but that's how it was when I was at school. And it was great. It was amazing, and knowing that you got a good grade at AS was just, and because AS was typically a little bit easier, you could usually get a really good grade in AS, and that way if you struggled at A2, you could still get away. So if you got like a, if you could get like an A, like say for example, you've got an A at AS and then you got like a, yeah, like a B at A2, you could still get an A. It's pretty good. It was a very good system. I liked it a lot. I really did. It was so much better than it is today. You could go through 2 years of A levels and then fuck up on your last, your final exams, and that's it. You risk losing a lot. It's just not. I wouldn't. I don't know. I just think it's terrible now. But all you can do is keep going. It will come around. But all you can do is get through it. Keep doing everything. Keep ticking it off. Do your best. And just know that, like with GCSEs, getting not the best grades isn't the end of the world, because you still have university if you go to university, and you still have a lot of opportunities in the world. You just have to kind of, and if you have a good, and this is the thing as well, this is the thing that they really do not tell you. If you have got a good personality, and you are able to talk to these people and to really get them to like you, you can get a lot of jobs. Like, it really is that. If you can talk to people, yeah, like, that's the thing. Like, you really do underestimate that side of things. It's sad that it's like that, because obviously you think that the world shouldn't be like that. It shouldn't be. It's not fair, no, because not everyone's really good at communication. But it's the truth. If you're really, really good at communication, and you've got a good personality that people really like, you can get through things even if you don't have the best grades. So it's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world, but nah. Typically, any A levels are good. And yeah, you have a lot of opportunities for different universities. A lot of universities will take C's and D's, and especially depending on the year. Sometimes some years they have very few people. I know that now, with everything changing with the grades, with the money side of things, I know that university applications have been down a little bit. So I think there's a lot of room there for people to get into university, even with a lower grade. So yeah, not the end of the world. But then again, the same thing will happen when you're at university, because you get through A level, you think, oh, it's over now, it's over. But then you go to university, and then you've got your grades there, and do you get a first, a second, a 2-1, a 2-2, a 3? Like, I know a lot of people say, well, if you get less than a 2-1, there's no point. There's no point even bothering anymore, because like a lot of people say, oh, 2-2 and a 3. Puh. A 2-2 is still pretty good. But I know a lot of people that say, well, if you've got a 2-2, sometimes it just looks worse than just having nothing. So you have that all the way through your life. No matter what you do, you're always gonna have that, oh well, you gotta get the best grades kind of thing and mentality. And yeah, there'll always be people say, oh well, if you don't get a 3, if you don't get a 1, what's the point? If you don't get at least a 2-1, what's even the point? So yeah, it never changes. It's like that from GCSE all the way through university. You're always gonna get that. Well, if you don't get that grade, then what's even the point? So just do what you can do for yourself, and don't worry about other people. Just do what you can do for yourself. Do your best, and that's it. That's all you can do. And yeah, go sweet talk the head. Honestly, having a good presentation. If you go in there dress well. You don't want to overdress, because you'll make yourself look like you're trying too hard. But if you go in there, tidy, hair's done well, good clean clothing that's all done nicely. You go in there looking like you want to study there. Honestly, that goes a long way. And then just speaking to how you speak to them, and yeah, putting on, not just sitting there kind of quietly, but like putting on just a good kind of, just a good kind of, I don't even know, but you know what I mean, like a good vibe, having a good vibe and a good kind of interest in it. It goes a long way. It really does. Honestly, if they're thinking, if there's two people, there's you and someone else, and that person doesn't go and just sits there and says nothing, or is on their phone, during I know a lot of young people these days are always on their phone, and I sound like such a boomer saying it, but there's a lot of people nowadays that sit on their phone, they just don't care. They do that like they don't care. If they had to pick between you and that person, there's one space left, and there's you and that person's on their phone, looking like they couldn't give a fuck. Well, they're gonna go for you. So, yeah, don't be robotic. Be natural. Be open. Be friendly. Yeah, that kind of stuff goes a long way. So obviously, if there's two people doing that exact thing, okay, then it's gonna be luck. But if you're going against someone who doesn't care, just not bothering doing that, you've already got an advantage. So that's the way to do it. Even if they got slightly better grades, sometimes, or slightly better qualifications in a job, sometimes they'll pick you because you are just a more inviting person. So you're good at waffling. That's it. Yeah, that's it. If you can give them the waffle, you can usually do quite well. So, but I think you'll be fine. I think you'll do well in your exams, from what you've been saying, and I think you'll be able to do it. I think you'll be fine. Just gotta have the faith, Gotta have the faith. Oh, Dean's on GTA. Also, did I just get a notification for? Oh yeah, look at this shit. By the way, look at this crap. Just before I go, look at this. I love how they capped it. Yeah. So because I had already got, I mean, technically I've got 7 years. My next payment date is 2028, but they're only going to give me 5.7 years of upgrade, which is bullshit. But all right, let's say they give me 5.7 years worth of premium for £124. But like, you get all this shit. You get this classics catalog. Look at this shit. This is awful. This is literally the classics catalog. This is it. I mean, okay, that includes all the other stuff too. But like, look at just the pure classic games. It's such a confusing system. It's such a confusing system. This. But look, this is the PS2 section. PS2. A lot of these you can already buy all these anyway. But look, this is it. This is literally all they're giving us from PS2, PS1, and PSP. Bro, there's literally no games there at all. I mean, Toy Story 2, okay. Jedi Starfighter, Jak and Daxter, okay. But you can buy all these separately anyway. Like, the remasters. I mean, these are all streamed, by the way. The PS3. This is basically what they did is they just combined PS Now and PS Plus. So now instead of just being able to buy a PS Now subscription for 1 month, if you just wanted to try something, you got to pay for the whole year. You can't just buy a month anymore. And if you already have a sub, you can't just buy a month for it. You got to upgrade your whole sub. It's just a way to make more money. So, okay, here's the benefits. If you get Essential is basically the same as what we've always had. That's PS Plus normal. That's what PS Plus used to be. You have Extra. That gives you access to the catalog. It's like Games Pass, Xbox Games Pass. You get access to a lot of PS4 and PS5 games. Problem is, they don't put day one games on there like Xbox. So, if you wanted to get, say, The Last of Us Part 1 when it comes out, no, that won't be on there. You'll have to wait. So you get all these games, it's quite a good selection of games, to be fair. Like, it's not the worst selection. So a lot of people are saying that this is the best one to have because it's like not that more well, when I say not that much more expensive, it is a little bit more expensive. It is, what is this? £83 a year. So it's like double the price. So basically it's just combined PS Now with PS Plus. That's all they did, was just combine PS Now and PS Plus in one package, and people are saying it's a great deal. But you could already get that separately just by buying PS Now. I don't get why people say that's a great deal. And then you have Premium, which is £99 a year, and that comes with the PS1, PS2 games, and PSP games, of which there are barely any, and it comes with the cloud streaming, so the PS3 stuff. So actually, it's worse than it was on PS Now. Back on PS Now, you got the cloud streaming side of it included in the price, which was, what, £40 a year. So it's actually more expensive, and you get less features now. Except that I suppose he added a bunch of games in that weren't on PS Now. So the PS4 games, there's a bunch of, like, you know, there's Ghost of Tsushima, Returnal, all that stuff. But it's like, to me, it's just not really worth it. And you can't just buy a month of it like you can on Game Pass. If you don't want to buy the full, you know, because on Game Pass, you can get Xbox Live and Game Pass in one package and they give you a discount. Or you can buy Xbox Live separately. So if you want to just get a month of Game Pass here and there, you could buy Xbox Live for a year, then buy Xbox Game Pass for a month, and you can do it like that. You can't do that with PS Plus. So if you have the normal PS Plus, and you want to get the extra stuff, the Game Pass stuff, I suppose you could say, you got to upgrade the whole thing. It's terrible. It's a really bad system. You got to upgrade the whole thing. I mean, to be fair, they capped the price. So for me, it's £84.99 for the entirety of that 5-year period. I'd just pay that once, and it would be like that for the entirety of the period. So I guess, yeah, I could upgrade to Premium and have like 5 years of £124, like basically pay £125 and get 5 years of that for that price. But I don't know, I just think it's confusing. I think it's just, yeah, it's just confusing, and I don't like it. I think it's a terrible system, but yeah, the game side of it is terrible. And also, by the way, you can get Red Dead on it. Red Dead Redemption 1. It's only on until November. Or October. They're taking off soon. Good work there. So it's a really bad system. I will not be buying into it personally. It's basically Game Pass but worse. To sum it up, it's Game Pass but worse. There we go. That's all I can really say on it. It's Xbox Game Pass, but just significantly worse and more confusing. But that's Sony for you, right? Yeah, I'll stick with the peasant package too. Honestly, I've been a PS Plus member from day one. I've been on it since day one, and I hate this new system. I think it's terrible, and I think it just, what it does now is you're gonna have a bunch of people who are like, oh well, you're on PS Plus Essential. Huh. I'm on PS Plus Premium. I'm just glad they didn't like change, like give anyone like a special coloured PS Plus icon if they were like. That was my worry, is they would give people different icons for when they have, but thankfully they've not. But yeah, terrible system. Like I said, if you just want to play a month's worth, if you just want to get a month, you can't. On Xbox you can just buy a month. Can't do that here. And like I said, there's no discount for buying it for a year like there is on Xbox, where you get Game Pass Ultimate, which gives you Xbox Live included. You get a discount. Nope, don't get that here. So completely pointless. So yeah, anyway, it doesn't matter. If you keep the old one, you get everything that we already got, so it's fine. But yeah, disappointing anyway. Alright. Oh, the one good thing is, though, any of the games that come out for it, you can now buy. So if there's a PSP game or a PS2 game or a PS1 game that is released on that service, it should be purchasable separately. And also, if you've ever bought that game before on the PS3, because PS3 had PS1 and PSP games on it, well, you could buy PSP and PS1 games on it and play them on PSP as well. If you've ever bought those games, you'll get those for free. So I guess that's good, but still, terrible system. Alright, I'm going to end it. I'll be back tomorrow. We're going to do GTA. Or at least we'll try to do some GTA. If we can't get... If it's a bit boring, maybe we'll do like Fall Guys again before the end of the weekend. But we'll try to do at least 1 or 2 days of GTA. Alright. So, yeah, so hope you have a good night. Take care, everyone. God bless. And, yeah, see you guys later. Bye.